Okay, so luckily I was able to set up a little whiteboard with a dot cam in my apartment, so I can help explain types of problems like this to you guys. That's a little bit too difficult to just show you by going through the pictures. So on the left, what we have is a triangular prism. So there's no formula for a triangular prism, right, that we can use for all triangular prisms like we could with the formula I just showed you for the um, rectangular prisms. So what I usually, one thing you could do is you can try to just, find the area of each face and kind of work your way around. But I almost, what I like to do with these types of problems is kind of create what I call a picture formula. So what I mean by that is I ask myself, how many faces make up this triangular prism? So there are one, two, three rectangles around, and there are two bases that are triangles. So I'm going to write here, I'm going to say for the surface area equals, so I'm going to write all the pictures of the faces. So we have one, two triangles plus one, two, three rectangles. So I know I need to find the area of two triangles, one, two triangles, and three rectangles, one, two, three rectangles. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the area of the front triangle. So I'm going to show that here. So this triangle right here. So now we have to remember the formula for triangles from our last topic, topic 18. Base times height divided by 2. So what I do is 5 times 6, which is 30, and then divide that by 2. So the area of this triangle is going to be 15 squared centimeters. So now I have the area of that one triangle. What's nice about a triangular prism is that the bases, which are the triangles, are opposite, congruent, and parallel. So they're congruent. So that means that this one is the same size. So I'm going to do plus 15. All right, now I have three rectangles, one, two, three rectangles that I'm going to need to find the area of. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to find, it doesn't matter which one you do first. I'm going to do this back one right here. So I need to find the dimensions of this rectangle in the back. So from here to here is 6. So remember, it's length times width. And here to here, it doesn't show you. But if from here to here is the same distance as there to there. So if that's 10, this also has to be 10 centimeters. So 6 times 10 will give me the area of this section right there. So I'm going to do plus 60. Okay, next I'm going to find the area of another rectangle, right? So there's two more rectangles I'm going to find. Doesn't matter which way you do next. I'm going to find the area of this one next. This bottom one here, which is 5 by 10. So I'm going to do plus 50. Whoop, that's not 50. Plus 50. And that's the area of the bottom of it. Okay, there's one more rectangle to find the area of, and that's this front one right here. So this is 10 by 8, so this is going to be plus 80. And that's going to find the area of this front one. So now we found the area of each face, so now we can add it all together. So some people like to just, add this together mentally or add together, compatible numbers. So if I was doing this, I'd be, okay, 15 plus 15 is 30. Right, and then you can add together maybe one of these two. So maybe 60 plus 50 is 110, then plus 80. Okay, then I know that 110 plus 80 is 190. Then I'm going to add 30 to that. So the surface area is equal to 220 squared centimeters. So also, guys, don't forget the units here. Right, so squared centimeters. All right, so hopefully you can find that helpful. So again, what I like to do is I like to figure out how many faces there are, write my picture formula, then I know what I have to find the area of each, right? So I know how many faces I need to find the area of each. All right, so now we're going to do the figure to the right. So over to the right here, what I have is a pyramid. It's a square pyramid because the base is a square, the length and the width are the same. So before I find the area of anything, I want to figure out, well, how many faces are there? What shapes are there that I'm going to need to find to add all together? So I'm going to write surface area equals. So there are, well, let's just talk about the base first. So the base, length times width, right, is just a rectangle. And then plus 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. I'm going to need to find the areas of. So let's find the area of the base first. So the area of the base is the bottom right here. So surface area equals the base, which is 6 times 6, which is 36. Plus, now we have to find the area of the triangle. So you're probably not used to seeing a triangle on an angle like this. So what we need to do is, if you remember from the last lesson, the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to use this triangle here to find the area of. So the base here is 6, right? The length from here to here. The height, remember, the height has to meet the base at a right angle. So let's say they said that this was 12 feet right here. This length wouldn't help me figure that out because that does not meet the base at a right angle. So it has to be this line here. So you always look for that right angle symbol. So it's base, which is 6, times the height, which is 10, divided by 2. So that's going to be 30 because 6 times 10 is 60, divided by 2 is 30. Right, then what's nice about this is all the triangles around are congruent, right? Because the bottom is a square. When the bottom's a square, all the bases are 6. So all this, we call this a slant, by the way. You learn that next year. But for right now, just like to kind of tell you, give you a heads up with some of these terms you'll be learning last year. So the height of this, right, is going to be the same all the way around as well. So plus 30, plus 30. So 132. 3, 4. So there are 4. So one rectangle, 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So add it all up together. What might be a good idea is add up all these 30s. We could just do, the shortcut is 3 times 4, which is 12. So this is going to be 120 plus 36. So the surface area of this is 156 squared feet. All right, so hopefully you find this helpful. I find that these picture diagrams make it the easiest for doing surface area. There are other ways. There's a little bit more of a complicated way that you are going to be learning in 7th grade, but that's not part of the 6th grade curriculum, so you're not really expected to know that. So I find this to be the kind of like the simplest way of doing it. All right, so again, let me know if you guys have any questions, and hopefully you found